Hello. Welcome in. The full moon is happening. Can we feel it? I am so sleepy already. How is everyone's? It's Friday. It's Friday. How's everyone's Friday been? Hi, Lauren. How's your Friday been? I'm bound to say Wednesday at some point. Marie, how are you? Hi, Sharon. How is everyone feeling? This is not only just a full moon, but it's a super full moon. Hi, Emily. How are you? Welcome in, everyone. Oh, me too, Marie. Tired. But that's what this full moon does. It wants to release everything from you. That can make you very, very sleepy. So just start enjoying some Reiki. I'm going to use some lavender. Hang on, let me pull this one out. That one's a little broken. Let's sweep you with some lavender. Hello, Rihanna. Hello, Sharzada. How are you? Hello, Amber Lauren. How is everyone feeling? I'm sweeping you with some lavender from my garden right now. You know what? I want to use this one. This one's more fan-like. I like this one better. Sorry, just switching lavenders. Me too. I am so ready for tonight. I'm glad it's Friday. Come in and relax to start your weekend off right. Release under this full moon. You're on time, Rose. Welcome in. Everyone just get comfortable. Oh, I want to use Desert Rose with the lavender. Same Amber. But that is the point of this full moon, this super full moon, is that you allow yourself to just rest. If your body, if your mind and spirit are calling for rest, just rest under this moon. And allow just the energy to leave. You can almost feel it kind of coming off of your body like fog if you sit still and pay attention. And by the way, there are 4 candles left. 4 candles, that's it. So if you want to have very targeted, powerful, rapid release, there are 4 candles left. Link is in the bio. Leaving your legs. Yes, Marie, let it leave your legs. As you come in, just consent to the energy flow. Let Reiki start flowing. Reiki is the channeling of life force energy. It's so cloudy, I can't see the moon. Is it, Sharon? I didn't look. I don't know if it is here. I know it was raining all day. It's probably still cloudy. Just let this be your time to relax and release. I'm going to turn up the music just a tad. I think it's just a little low. Yes, this is the lavender I grew in my front yard, and I love it. The plants are getting so big. They were baby plants when I first put them in, and they are getting nice and bushy. I can't wait until they're just like overflowing, and I have like more lavender than I know what to do with. I'm going to kind of like scrub your energy like I was doing on Wednesday, but I'm going to scrub it with the lavender. And if you're new, say hello. We really have like the most amazingly supportive group of people. I could, Rihanna, if I had enough. I totally could. Hi, Kim. How are you? Welcome in. How's your Friday been? Hello, Leanne. How are you? Like I was saying, we really have an amazing group of people here where you can share anything. People chat back and forth constantly. We are all here to share and support one another and heal. Marie, hello. Oh, you're too funny. Lavender is very calming to the nervous system. So I even take it in tincture form, and it helps just like relax the nerves, soothe the tummy. It's in the mint family, so it's also very soothing to upset tummies. So we are just winding down the energy with this lavender. Hello, Thomas. How are you? How's your Friday been? I know, Marie, it feels like you haven't been here in forever, though. Do you, Emily? I love, love, love lavender. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a hand sanitizer, and it's my favorite hand sanitizer ever. And I'll spritz like 1 or 2 spritz in the house because I like to save it, and it's just like the most delicious smelling thing ever. Hello, Diane. How are you? How's your Monday? I said Monday. It's Friday. I'm not used to being here on Friday. Hi, Milkshake. I am good. How are you? I know, Marie. I hope you get to stay longer tonight. Hi, Taro. How are you? Aw, Thomas. I bet it's gonna go amazing. I'm looking for horror movie suggestions. I have none. Oh, Hannah, did you? I'm so excited. Then that means there are 3. I almost held up 2 fingers. There are 3 candles left if you want the targeted clearing, the rapid healing, you'll literally see like results within like 24 to 48 hours. If you want to clear what is no longer serving you, take the stress off of you, take the weeds off of you that are constricting you, these energetic weeds, the candle is that. So you get targeted, quick, rapid healing. Quick and rapid are the same thing. That was redundant. But there are 3 candles left. Link is in the bio. Thank you. Oh, Milkshake. Thank you for being here. Ooh, Rihanna, I've never heard of that. Oh, Thomas, if you go to the link in my bio, so like click on my page, it'll open my link tree and it'll say, I think, full moon in Aries clearing candle. Just click that link. It'll take you directly to the page to purchase. And they are only 15 doll hairs. And I send you a picture of your candle along with an energy reading. So I love, I can't understate how much I love reading energy through candle flame. It is just so clear and potent and visible. That's why I love incorporating candle magic into Reiki. But even if you don't purchase a candle, stick around. You're going to get clearing energy here with the Reiki we're doing. This is your time to relax. The candle are for those who are ready to go big and go all in. So if you're feeling that call, you're feeling that push, purchase the candle. Link is in the bio. Oh, good, Milkshake. I'm glad you're feeling better. Ooh. Let me put the lavender down for a minute. I want to use just the desert rose, and I want to scratch in your energy a little bit. Get nice and deep in your energy here. So the candle is something that I'm purchasing. Oh, Courtney, no. So this is something I'm actually burning on live here for you. It'll be right behind me here. So you'll get to watch the flames. And I send you a picture and a mini energy reading. So anything the universe needs to tell you, anything, just a message that it has, observation. So it is something I do here on live. There's stuff on my screen. Uh-oh. Okay, if you can still hear me, just let me know. I think the internet just got a little wonky. Oh, Courtney, don't worry about the shipping thing. It's just the way my website is. I need to fix it so that it doesn't say shipping. So don't worry about the shipping. In the description, it says this is not a physical product sent to you. I'm sorry about that. I will get that fixed. Oh, Amber, I hope that goes amazing. Did you, Kelsey? Then I think that means there are 2 candles left. Just 2. I'm back. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm back. Thank you for the rose, Devery. I had to be social today and go to the chiropractor. Oh, Catherine, I'm glad you're here. Relax, relax, relax. I didn't restart my router, but I feel like the full moon energy is going to affect it either way. Hi, Quinn. How are you? Welcome in. How's your Friday been? And I think we are down to 1 candle, whoever wants the last candle. And again, even if you don't purchase one, we are still doing clearing. We are still doing healing for the collective in the group. Do not worry. You're so welcome, Courtney. I know, Milkshake. It is a full moon. So if you're feeling a bit more tired than normal, that could be why. Oh, I'm good, Quinn. Just tired. Irene, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in as I'm scratching everyone's energy. I feel some upset tummies, so I really want to work on the tummies for a minute. Oh, Jenna, we've only been on for like 10 minutes and my internet got wonky, so people got kicked out and people are coming back in. So you were good. Oh, Catherine. Awesome, Courtney. Thank you. Thank you for the heart me, Lauren. I fell asleep even though I got my full hours. Oh my goodness. Thank you for consenting. Thank you everyone for coming in and consenting and relaxing. Yes, let's work on this upset tummy. We can't release very well if we don't feel amazing. So let's work on getting some of this upset out. I want you to breathe up into your solar. Your solar is like kind of below your sternum, so the very upper portion of your stomach. So breathe in, breathe out, push all the stress out from that solar chakra. So you can give it a color, give it a texture. Quit. That's not great for a tummy that's upset. Breathe in again to that solar chakra. Breathe out, push it as far out as you can. Let it travel into the universe and let Reiki cleanse it. Bumblebee Jasper, that's what we're gonna use. Bumblebee Jasper. This is gonna help the tummies feel really nice and calm. It almost instantly takes the feeling of upset away. Let me draw another Reiki symbol, hang on. Push it in. Good, I'm glad you're feeling relaxed. What is everyone going to do for the weekend? Does anyone have any plans? Anything exciting? Since it's full moon energy, be careful, don't get crazy. That's my warning. Yes, envisioning yellow can help if you're having trouble like concentrating on the solar. Definitely do that. Quinn. Cousin's wedding, that is awesome. Bumblebee Jasper, yes. And it actually looks kind of like a bumblebee. Like this looks like its little bumble butt. This looks like its wings, and then this would be, you know, its fuzzy little head. It's too funny how like round it is too. Your second cupcake tonight. Your son's 10th birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Brittany, to him on Sunday. Regional work week. You have to work this weekend? Irene, I love that though. I feel like that is going to be the most magical tattoo. I love it. Rihanna, you don't need coffee at 9:15 at night, okay? No clue. Me either. I don't have plans either. I rarely have plans. Don't feel bad. Just go with the flow. Did you, Lucy? Thank you. I am so honored to do these candles for you and provide this rapid, strong, and comforting release at the same time and give you these mini readings. I love doing them. I love it, truly. And that means all the candles are out of stock and we will start burning them in a bit, but right now we're just going to help the collective calm down, get in the space of releasing what the full moon is trying to bring up and take out. I'm going to clean my room tomorrow. Otherwise, going to relax. Relaxing is always a great option. Thank you for the rosemary. I literally just picture lemons and yellow tulips. Ooh, I like that. Oh, Tara, that's so funny. Does it look like an avocado? That's crazy. Minds are screaming at me. Some of your minds are thinking really hard. Let's bring in the trusty chrysocolla. Bring in those gentle waves, waves by a lake or waves by an ocean. Thank you for the cheer you, tarot. It's so weird to me that the eclipse is on October 14th. Is it, Quinn? Thank you for the cheer me's, tarot. I'm sorry if you told me what it was before, Quinn, but I don't remember. So just let your mind be at ease. Let the chrysocolla take it all down. It really like instantly quiets the mind. Like the chatter just stops and you can be like, oh, I can breathe and I can feel everything now. I feel like some of you are having a little bit of a tougher time connecting with the Reiki versus the crystals. So I'm going to do some swipes to help you get reconnected with Reiki. Hi Elizabeth, how are you? How's your Friday been? Oh, okay, that's ringing a bell now, Quinn. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Hi Alex. Your name is Emmy. Hello Emmy. I love doing swipes. I feel like they really help people reconnect with the energy. Oh, Quinn. If you're just coming in, just consent to the energy flow. This is Reiki healing, the channeling of life force energy. It can do no harm, provides exactly the healing that you need in the moment. We are going to be focusing on clearing under this full moon, and we will be doing a collective candle session. Even if you haven't purchased a candle, we are still, as a collective, focusing on healing. So you will still get the release and healing here. The candles are just more targeted and more rapid and powerful for those who are ready to just put the pedal to the metal. But we are still going to be clearing in this session. I'm doing my typical first of the month cleanse with moon water, but sun. Oh, I love that, Catherine. Thank you for consenting, Trish. Are they, Quinn? Oh, tarot. Oh, you've got this though. Literally every single candle that we have done for you has just been amazing. Like they make me feel giddy with your plans, really and truly. Let's use a bit more lavender. We need to calm down some more. There's a lot of chaotic energy, like literally just bouncing around all around our heads. So let's swipe with lavender. And again, this is my homegrown lavender. I grew this in my front yard. I have some more bundles, but they are being saved for something special. I'm soaking in the Reiki and drinking some tea and journaling, making moon water. Yes. I love that, Amber. And that just reminded me of the moon pickles. You can make moon anything. If you want to, there was this TikTok of someone who had left a jar of pickles out in the parking lot, probably unintentionally, under the full moon, and it was a giant jar of pickles. And someone was like, ooh, someone's making moon pickles. If you don't want to put water out, put some pickles out. Put anything out. It went amazing, Quinn. Thank you for asking. It was enormously powerful. Like, it made me emotional even. Bloom was amazing. Thank you for asking. Currently making moon water. My cases of water outside. I love it, Lucy. Yes, make moon pickles. You saw the video, Amber? Yes. Vinegar is cleansing too. I like cleaning with vinegar. So I'll do like a pre-clean with vinegar because it's really good at getting grime off stuff. It also deodorizes. I know people don't sometimes like the smell, but it is deodorizing, and then I'll do like a disinfectant afterwards. Thank you, Elizabeth. I'd make moon water, but it's storming outside. You can still set it out in the storm, just cover it. Dill is good for love and money. I love that. Hi, India. How are you? Welcome in. I'm hitting you all with the lavender right now to make you nice and sleepy and calm. Try to bounce these chaotic full moon vibes off of you so you can release and not get overwhelmed by this chaotic energy, because this is not just a full moon, like I said. This is a super full moon. Super. Oh, there's a piece of lavender hanging. Hang on. It's bothering me. Can the water still be charged if the moon is covered by clouds? Yes, Mackenzie. So think of it this way. Just in the way that you are still feeling this energy as a person, the water can still absorb the vibes while sitting out there. I don't want to go out in the rain. Nikki, you are okay. You're only about 20 minutes late, but it's okay. We are just getting started. I'm going to quickly blow through your auras, so you may feel it get kind of breezy out in your aura. Could I just put it in the windowsill? Yeah, that's fine, Quinn. You can do that. Yes, and I still even use the full moon energy up to like 3 days afterwards. So sometimes I don't even do my candle on the night of. Sometimes I wish you guys could smell this lavender. It just so good. Great time to put a water bottle on my windowsill. You can. You absolutely can. Oh, goodness gracious. I feel some people who are resistant to letting go right now. I feel like the full moon is agitating some of you. It's okay. But if you are feeling that way, I want you to just join in and relax as I use Reiki and lavender. Oh no, am I frozen for anybody else? My thing is green, so it looks like my internet is okay. Me everywhere. Oh, Marie. Hi, Lua. How are you? I am so excited to do your candles for you and little Ben. Has you pumped up, Queen of Swords? Heck yeah. If some of you are feeling kind of antsy, kind of like agitated a little bit under this full moon, just come in and relax. I'm using lavender and Reiki to calm your energy. I know letting go can be really hard. That's why I really encourage, it's in our personal appointments, I don't talk as much so I can get deeper into your energy. But when it's a collective like this and we have so many energies going, I really encourage talking in the chat, because when you are taking your mind off what we're doing, it lets your ego step out of the way and makes it easier to let go and release. Oh, Kim, you can do anything. You can drink it. You can cook with it. I like to use it as a spray and just like spritz the house or spritz my energy. You can do anything with it. Oh no, you're fine, Maggie. I got you. If you are feeling antsy, don't worry. You've got a candle that'll be going that'll help blow that out of there. Man, I have energy up the So moon water will specifically under a full moon, it's very clearing. So I would use full moon water for anything that you want to clear. So say your house has some like crazy chaotic energy. Hang on, I'm going to get laggy because someone requested to join. What was I saying? If you have like chaotic energy, you can spritz it to soothe the vibes. If you want to do some introspective work, you could like spritz it on you, rub it on you to do some introspective work. Are some really good ideas, things that I personally have done with it and do with it. Yes, Kim, you can put it out tonight, right now. And then of course this full moon is in Aries as well, and Aries is a very fiery sign, so it has the properties of that sign. Aries they can be blunt, but in a good way. They put themselves into things that very much align with their values and their being. So the Aries sign will help you step into yourself, help you step into your power, help you step into your truth and tell your truth bluntly. So you get all the benefits from that too, or all the properties from that too. Are you, Rihanna? That is amazing. I'm glad you're making progress. You are an Aries, Emily. Quinn needs some of your energy. Needs some of that energy under here. Oh, I love that, Amber. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. It's one of my favorite movies. We're gonna switch gears just a little bit. I feel like some people are still just kind of like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not getting into it. So we're gonna step it up a notch and bring in the sunstone. It's gonna be a very warming stone and it's gonna hit you right in the sacral. So here we go. Oh, you're a Leo, but you need some Aries energy. Pause is an Aries moon. I think someone's opening my door. Hang on. Maybe not. Maybe it's just something else. Just relax. Oh, this song's kind of loud. Hang on. That flute's a little intense. Do you, Catherine? I love that. Oh, I have a release coming. It's coming straight from my sacral. Hang on. There we go. So you may burp. You may cough, you may sneeze, you may cry. Just let it happen. Let it happen. This is gonna really, there we go. Now we've got the connection that some people were missing. There we go. Don't think about it. Just come in and relax. Just consent to the energy flow. You are welcome here. Reiki can do no harm and it provides exactly what you need. And if you're new, say hello. We have the best group of people on TikTok, if I may say so. Hi, Hectic. How are you? You're in Aries and Sidereal. I love that. I don't know if I'm right, but in Vedic astrology, I think I flipped to a Scorpio, but there's several different types of Scorpios. But don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure if I'm right. It's been a while since I looked at it. How are you doing, Hectic? How has your Friday been? You have me tonight on Friday. You're just getting everyone in the space of getting ready to release. Have I, Elizabeth? That's very cool. Yes. Yes, everyone just breathe here. Let this, I almost called this Sidereal because I was reading Sidereal that you wrote, Catherine. This is Sunstone. Hitting your sacral. We're building up that fiery life force energy in your stomach. We're bringing it up and outwards. We are going to release everything that is holding us back. We are going to be confident. We are going to be assured of ourselves, of our path. We are going to be excited about the future and excited about change. Oh, Courtney, I'm so happy you got one. Oh no, you're fine, Lua. Ooh, let's bring in some spray. This is by Lunam Love. Anything that I use, sprays or oils, are always by Lunam Love, my mentor, the one who taught me Reiki. So I'm going to use Shatter the Illusions. You're probably not going to be able to read it, but let's start shattering the illusions of how things have to be, is what I'm hearing. Send that over to you. I completely get it, Amber. I am so sorry. But try to think of all the exciting things that can happen with the move. You know, you could, find something more exciting than you've ever dreamed of. Oh, Hectic, I'm so glad. So let's start shattering the illusions that things have to stay the same, that change cannot be exciting. Change is exciting. It can be a little uncomfortable, but that's part of change. And what you need to do is tell your subconscious that you are safe. A lot of the fear that comes up when we're changing is our subconscious, because its purpose is to keep us alive by any means necessary. And that can mean staying in stagnation. That can mean staying in a situation that really probably isn't the greatest, but it's familiar and you know how to navigate familiar. So tell your subconscious when you start to feel worried or anxious about change that you are safe and this change is for the better. You can talk to your subconscious and you can talk it down and you can tell it to calm down and sit down. I see some glass shattering. I feel some nerves calming. I know, Katie, it's because the full moon is tonight, so we're doing our full moon candle session, but I am sold out of candles. I am so sorry. But as you know, you will still get the healing, you will still get release here. The candles are just very much more targeted and rapid, because candle magic is extremely targeted and rapid. a potent form of magic. But don't worry, you will still get release here. And then when the candles burn, I actually feel like the collective still gets some of that healing from the candles, even if they didn't purchase one. The full moon is full mooning with the students. Too funny. Too funny. Keep letting that glass shatter. I just want to do a little bit more work here before we start programming the candles. Thank you for the pink shoes, Bob. Thank you for the roses. Yes, and if you're not careful, can travel the path of least resistance. Yes, Bandit. Ooh, the universe, I was like, what am I doing? The universe is asking you to send over any of this anxiousness that you're feeling over to me, and we're going to throw it up into Reiki and let it go. So I want you to breathe in wherever you're feeling. Don't think too hard about it. Wherever you're feeling, not saying you don't know what you're doing. Oh, gotcha, Bandit. No, I think people got your comment. What was I saying? Hang on, bird brain. So the universe is wanting you to send the energy over to me. So I want you to feel in your body, where do you feel this anxiousness? Where do you feel this resistance? Where do you feel this worry about change and letting go? Thank you for consenting, Bob. So breathe into that space. Don't think about it too hard. Breathe in. Breathe out, send it over to me. What color is it? What does it look like? Is it foggy? Is it sharp? What does it look like? Is it dense? Keep breathing in and out, and I'm just pulling this energy and sending it up into Reiki so that it is no longer yours to hold. It's red. I saw some dense fog too. Take another really, really big deep breath in, a very concentrated, targeted deep breath. Black mass, dark purple, yes. I see some shards of glass in this energy too. Black and dense, yes. Send it over and send it up. Or I'm sending it up for you. Just send it over and I'll send it up. You don't worry about the up part. Gray and smoky, yes. Ooh. It's getting smoky in my throat. Hang on. Holy cow. It's okay though. You're not hurting me. No, you're fine. Did you? Good. You're releasing. All right, so everyone that's just coming in, we are doing Reiki healing, and I'm asking you to send over the anxiety, the fear of change over to me. Give it a color. What does it feel like? What does it look like? Feel it in your body as you breathe out. Send it over. I'm pulling and sending it up into Reiki. Midnight black is what I'm getting. Black and dense, painish. Oh, Kelsey. Yellow spiral, very interesting. Breathe in again, big, big breath. Really feel where it is that you're storing it. It can be multiple places, so breathe in, breathe out. Sending it up, letting it go. Good, good, good. And the universe says it's okay to stop, so I'm just getting the residual that's still coming through. In your heart, yes, let it out. Just getting the residual that's been sent over and sending it up. Clearing any off me that kind of like splattered on me. How are we feeling now? Are we now feeling the weight lift? Are we feeling lighter? Emerald dark. in your stomach and throat and head. Yes. A lot lighter. Good. And that's an exercise you can do even if we're not here doing Reiki. If you're feeling heavy, you're feeling anxiousness, you can breathe in to wherever you're feeling it, breathe it out, give it a color, give it a shape, give it a, a weight. That's very helpful, visualizing it, and blow it out into the universe and ask the universe to take it and clear it and clean it so it's no longer yours to hold. All right. Let's do another sweep of lavender. Massive burps, good. Let it out. Let it go. You may burp, you may sneeze. It can come out the other end. I know some of you may be like, oh, that's cringe. It's energy moving, really and truly, it's energy moving. If we ever have a one-on-one session together and it happens, I don't care. I probably won't even hear it. Maddie, how are you? Welcome in. How have you been? I miss being able to see when everyone's online, since we don't have our little group on oh my gosh, what was it called? I can't even remember what it was called now, because we're on Teams. We switched from whatever it was to Teams, and now I can't see everybody. I'm all confused and lost. Just sweeping through everyone's energy again with some lavender. Just relax. Let the lavender soothe your nervous system and tummy. These moon vibes are hitting us hard. I literally am feeling them bouncing off of me as I'm trying to send you Reiki. But don't worry, it's the last full super moon. The last super moon of the year. I miss you too, Maddie. I'll have to message you about something. There is something I kind of want to ask you. I got my hopes up and then they got crushed, but I'll tell you about it later. It's okay. I'm not crushed, but I do want to ask you about it. I do miss being able to see when everyone's online on the chat. It's a secret. Maddie and I work together. Thank you, India, for the heart me. All right. Ooh, just a little bit more mind work. I keep wanting to go to the candles, but the universe is like, wait, there's one more thing to do. So let's scrub the mind a little bit. Let's get in there and scrub with the desert rose. This might feel sparkly and crackly. I equate it to Rice Krispies, the cereal, when it snaps, crackles, and pops, but in the best way. Just gonna scratch your mind. Let's unwind those chaotic vibes. Scratch them out and blow them away like sand. Scratch them, scratch them, scratch them, and blow them away like sand. Thank you, India, for the rosa. All right. Just a little bit more scratching. I'm sorry if you hear my husband's phone. My door is kind of cracked. I didn't close it all the way. And he's nearby with his phone. Hi, Mel. How are you? How's your Friday been? All right. Blow that dust out. All right. How do the minds feel now? Are we feeling lighter, less chaotic, feeling like we can sink down into our bodies? Are we prepared for candles? Again, even if you didn't get a candle, we are still focusing on clearing and relaxing for the collective. And I would say even when the candles are burning, even if you don't have one on the plate personally, that you still feel the energy from it. It's a very interesting and special feeling. Oh, Kristen. No, it's a rock. Mel, I am so sorry. Amber's feeling less chaotic and lighter. Yes, just come and relax. Okay, Okay, Reiki is still flowing to everybody, but we are going to start programming our candles. I'll do the last 4 in just a minute, but I'll have everyone's, I'm going to do everyone's first, that pre-ordered. So Lauren, are you still in here? I'm going to program yours now. So what I do is I carve people's names in, and as I'm carving, I am putting in their intention to release, whatever it was. And then I put my breath in it. And the breath kind of like goes through the candle and up into the universe and asks the universe, hey, hello, I'm here to approach you and ask for your blessing and give you an offering. So the candle gives an offering and is rapid magic. So it does both of those at the same time. And then I fill it with Reiki to support this intention and give everyone a dose of rapid healing is how the candles work. Just bringing in more of Lauren's intention that I can feel floating through the ether. There we go. And that is Lauren. Next, I'm going to do my Reiki sister Flor. I don't know if she made it in tonight, but we did a master attunement together. I was actually already master attuned, but I did it by my little lonesome self. So my mentor was like, join in on the class. So I did a class with people too. Bringing in Flor's intention. Thank you, Kaluha. Thank you all for coming in as I'm just programming these candles, and then we will burn them behind me and feel just pure, rapid release and calm. Reiki is still flowing to all of you, so don't worry. I'll do some swipes here and there as I'm programming to make sure everyone stays connected. Bringing in Flor's. Ooh, hers is filled. There we go. It got super heavy. Mashama, Shama, are you still in here? Mashama is Bop, I think. I think I saw you in here. I know you sent gifts earlier. I remember seeing you do that. You're here, yes. Just concentrate on your intention. Put it right in here as I fill and support with Reiki. Just take a breath out for me and send it over. There we go. Sealing it in. Perfect. Then we have Allie, or Tarot and Ferrets, or Tarot and Farts, as we affectionately call her. Tarot, are you here? And again, even if you order a candle and you're not able to be here for whatever reason, it still works. I grab your intention that's floating out in the universe and I put it in the candle for you. There we go. Getting fuller just a tiny bit more. And again, let me swipe some people. I feel like some people need help reconnecting with the Reiki. Again, Reiki is still flowing to you even if I don't have my hands up. I can still beam it with my eyes and beam it with my thoughts. There we go. And then we have Sharon S. I think I saw you in here earlier, Sharon. If you are still here. And there's going to be candle stuff all over me. I'm sorry. All right, Sharon, I just want you to take a breath in, breathe out, send your intention over. Yours felt like it slid right in like butter. So I'm just drawing a couple symbols and supporting it with Reiki. That felt really good. I did runes, oh my gosh, not ruins, for joy, wealth, and protection on my candle as well. I love that, Catherine. Lewis says I have you on iPad while cooking and just joined in phone so I can have, I love it, Lewis. Megan or Maggie, are you in here still? I am good, India. How are you? Maggie, just take a deep breath in, breathe out, send your intention over into the candle. There you go. India, how many hours did you work today? Do I even want to know? You work too much. I know you just had a vacation, but you need a longer one. Okay, you're good, Maggie. It feels good. It got nice and weighted down. Sharzad, are you in here? I know I saw you earlier. Bringing in Sharzad's intention, not attention. Some of them do have kind of longer wicks. Yeah. Just take a deep breath in, breathe out, and send your intention over. There we go, and I'm just helping support it. Bring it in and anchor it in with Reiki a bit more. There we go, okay. Okay, Susie or Lua, this is your candle, and then after yours is Ben's, little Ben's candle. Are you in here? All right, take a big deep breath in. Breathe out, send your intention over for your personal candle first. My sister had her B-day and my nephew yesterday. Her B-day. My sister had her baby, my nephew, yesterday. I'm so happy. He's adorable. Amber, congratulations. I love that. All right, Susie. Wait, just a tiny bit more. Hang on. Just grabbing it a bit more. There we go. Perfect. Now we will do sweet little Ben's candle. I love it. His energy is just so, so sweet. Pulling your intention in and also his feelings in. And yes, I can also do candles for animals. I have clients like Lua who does one for her dog. Irene's done one for her kitty, so I can read a candle for your little baby. His energy is just so amazing. I love reading it. I love reading our pets and animals' energy. And they're just so naturally, I mean, we all have the ability, we have clairsentience. We all have the ability to be clairsentient in some form. But pets don't even have to try, where some of us have to try a little bit harder. They're just all so naturally attuned. Oh, Amber. I'm sorry you don't live closer. Rihanna. Courtney. Oh my gosh, Courtney. All right, so Tiffany, Toady, have you been in here? I don't think I saw you. I don't know if you are in here. Maybe I was daydreaming, but I thought I saw Toady in here. Bringing in Toady's intention. Just a little more, gotta grab it. It's like it's being sent to me through the universe, like let me just grab a little bit more. Pack it in. There we go. My clover is nuts. Oh, I love that. And then April S. April. And then I'm gonna have to open my computer to see the last 4 orders that we got while we were here. April. Hello, Luna. How are you? How's your Friday been? Just packing in the intention, giving it power and healing with Reiki. All right. Now my face is going to get a little bright. I'm so sorry, but I cannot see the orders on my phone and talk to you all at the same time. Sigma, how are you? I'm glad you just made it in. We just did the programming for the candle, so don't worry. If you want to start, setting, if you want to think about your intention, not right now, not set it. We already set it, but just keep focusing on your intention. You absolutely can. And I'm still sending the candles and everyone in here Reiki, so I'm doing both at the same time. A blue healer. Holy cow, I can only imagine the energy. Devin, how have you been? How have you been doing? Okay, just 1 second here. Oh, Lua. I'm just logging in. Oh, hang on. Let me just check the orders. Oh, Sigma. And I'm so sorry if you can see all the candle wax on me. It's just what happens. Okay, let me check the last orders. So last was April. Hannah, I know you just put an order in earlier as we were talking. So Hannah, you are next. Let me put HA, you are number 12. Hannah, I don't know if you're still in here. I know I saw you earlier. A hanger, oh my gosh. There's Hannah, okay. So take a deep breath in and breathe out and send that intention over. Candle wax is the next big fashion trend. Yeah, it is. Toady, we already filled your candle, don't worry, but you can think about your candle, send your thoughts into your candle right now if you want to. Ooh, Hannah, keep sending it over just a tiny bit more. There we go, perfect. Perfect, and then let me get my pen and write your name down on the list. The list. That sounds a little ominous. All right, who was after Hannah? Kelsey B. Let me go ahead and carve your name in. And then I'm gonna write your initials at the top. KB, and you are 13. Oops. Wrote that on my finger instead of the candle. Hi, Thomas. I'm glad you're back in here. Devin, I'm trying to fall asleep. Oh, I'm glad you made it in. Thank you for coming in. We've been wondering how you've been doing. Just grabbing more Kelsey's intention. Just a bit more. Ooh, that made me burp. There we go. It needs some help being anchored in. Just drawing some symbols to anchor it in. There we go. All right, and then the last two are gonna be, ooh, let me write Kelsey. Kelsey, Courtney T, and then Lucy D. So Courtney, this is your candle. If you are still in here, I think I just saw Courtney. There you are. I was like, I know I just saw her. And you are 14. And let me carve your name in. Courtney. Take a big deep breath in, breathe out, send that intention over right into the candle. Thank you for subscribing, Luna. Oh, Thomas. Don't worry, we are about to head into the second half of this live, of this session once we get the candles going, and you're going to feel amazing, okay? So just stick around, don't worry. Courtney, send that over just a tiny bit more. Don't want to be afraid to pack it in. It can handle whatever. There we go. Perfect. Last but not least, Lucy D. Number 15. Oh, Devin, I am so sorry. The Reiki is still flowing. Thank you for subscribing, Rachel. Thank you. Just come in and let the Reiki flow through you. Let me just do some swipes. I don't know what a subwave is, but it just happened. I don't know what that is, guys. If you can see it, I don't know what just happened. Just bring that intention a bit more in for Lucy. It's so funny tonight when I'm grabbing people's energy who may not necessarily be here. Thank you, Irene, for the little star with the heart. It's like the universe is like, it's like a grocery store with like shelves, but they all look like white wispy shelves. They look like energies, the best way I can explain it. And I'm just picking off the appropriate energy for the appropriate candle. It means you got multiple subs within a certain time. Okay. I use TikTok all the time, but I don't know what half the stuff is. We're just going with it. All right, let me give you all some more Reiki before I walk behind here and do the candles and set them up. Make sure everyone's nice and in tune with the Reiki. I'm going straight down your spine and just kind of gently shaking it, gently rubbing it. Going out into your aura with it. Oh, Devin, so our full moon fell on tonight, so that's why you get me. If the new moon or full moons falls on a night that is not our normal live, then I come live on that night to do our candle ceremony. And then that way everyone, including the people, not only the people who got candles, but people who just want to come in and get some healing, can be a part of it all. So we can have a huge group session. Monday and Wednesday, Devin. So we are still normally Monday and Wednesday. All right, let me start loading up my candles on the tray and you will get to see me anoint them and light them. Oh Lord, hang on. They all want to roll around. I gotta get a better system for transferring them from here to there. You are fine, Devin. Thank you all for being here, and most importantly, thank you for doing something for yourself. As a society, we tend to look down on doing things for ourselves, but we're here to change that. We are here to change that and take care of ourselves more. The more you take care of yourself, the better that you can be. The more you can support other people, the harder you can work, whatever it is, whatever your goal is. No, get some sleep, Devin. Thank you for coming in. And let me just lock my computer so everything's not so bright. Are we ready for the magic? Are we ready? Here we go. I'm going to turn you that way some, and then I'm going to walk over there. Oh, if I can get my robe unstuck from my chair. Everyone's candles in. Again, Reiki is still flowing to you. Just sit back and relax. Let the Reiki flow as I put the candles on the tray. Remember that it is important to take care of yourself. It is important to let your mind and body rest. It is important that you allow yourself peace and quiet when you need it. Because you cannot keep pushing if your energy is depleted. And then I'm going to anoint these tonight with Wealth Oil by Lunam Love. I normally use Celestial Wealth. So we are going to be kind of diving into a wealth frequency as we burn these candles. And then I'm going to anoint them all in this oil. Oh my gosh, you guys. It is like so fruity. And it's purple, which is like one of my favorite colors. It is beautiful. And thank you all for just bearing with me and just enjoying the music and relaxing as I just get these candles going. And for those of you that do have a candle on the tray, just keep concentrating your energy towards your candle, sending it love and support. And then let me protect everything in a ring of salt. Asking Archangels Michael and Gabriel wants to step through today to protect this energy, guide this energy up into the universe, so that the gods, spirits, angels, and loved ones receive our blessing and give us favor. And just breathe in and breathe out slowly, letting your mind relax and become peaceful. Ooh. It's a little hot, hang on. All right. And everyone has been lit. So now I'm going to come back over there. Oh yes, some big releases tonight. Big, big, big releases. Just let yourself sink further into whatever you're sitting on or laying on. Good night, Devin. Yes, it's candle time. And I'll just kind of be halfway in, halfway out like normal. Holy guacamole. They are. We have some big flames going. So just take a big deep breath in into your sacral is what I'm hearing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Letting your energy release. I'm going to bring in, I feel like we need some comforting vibes. I'm going to bring in some blue chalcedony. It's going to feel like the best, fuzziest blanket to help soften the chaotic vibes as we release. And again, even if you do not have a candle on this tray, Reiki is still being sent to you, so you are still a part of this session. You are still a part of this magic and ceremony. The candles are just for those who are wanting a more targeted, rapid release. Ooh, look at that one. We have some really big flames and one's flickering. I love it. That's a good question. Hang on. So that would be, that's Lucy. I don't know if Lucy's in here. They are, Rihanna. I have my candle lit and the energy here. Chef's kiss. Yes, Catherine. I love it. And right now I do feel some people, and I guess energetically see, I was about to say see. I see some people in here who are having some trauma come up. Blue chalcedony is my favorite for releasing that trauma, confronting that trauma and releasing it. So this is the one that I used when I started my healing journey, so I highly recommend it if you don't have a piece. And we're just using that right now as we release. It can feel kind of chaotic. It can be a little bit triggering at times, but just trust that the universe is releasing exactly what needs to be released. Reiki will always and only do exactly what needs to be done in the moment. But just using blue chalcedony to help further support it. So I do Reiki healing and candle magic. That's what I do. I specialize in removing the weeds of trauma from people's energy to help them be the go-getters, the creators of their life that they haven't felt that they could be. I help you manifest and build your life and see your path clearly. And that we are doing a releasing tonight under this full super moon. We are releasing all of the weeds, all of the things holding people back. So people bought individual candles. But again, even if you didn't buy a candle, we are still focusing on that in the session as a whole. The candles were bought by people who are ready for more targeted, more rapid release, you know, ready to really dive right in and go head first into their healing. So that is what is on the tray. But again, you are still a part of this session. You are still receiving this healing. Even as the candles are burning for other people, I feel like they also welcome in everyone's energy. It is tarot. It is amazing. It's like it welcomes everyone in. Oh, hang on, Lua. Let me look on my list. So your numbers 9 and 8. So let me look on the tray where that would be. 6, 9. So Susie, yours is going to be, hang on, this is backwards. Ben's is right here on the edge towards me, right here. And then yours is back there, if you can see it. Pluto, I'm glad you're here. No, relax, come in, receive this energy. You set your water out, Kim? Yes, I love it. Exactly, Catherine. It doesn't have to be a big T trauma. That's such a good point to bring up, because when people talk about trauma, they tend to think of things that are like huge. And it doesn't have to be like these horrific events. Trauma is something that can happen, it's something that happens after a traumatic event, and a traumatic event doesn't have to be massive. It can be little t, like smaller things that happen to you, like things, for instance, like someone constantly doing something to you that, you know, that you don't appreciate, and it really like throws off your energy. It sets you into fight or flight, you know, just like little poking. So most people probably wouldn't think of that as a big T trauma. They may think of it as smaller t, if that makes sense. So just releasing anything that has been stuck in your energy, that has bothered you, that has got you off kilter, that has upset your nervous system. Exactly, Catherine. Don't judge what comes up here. You are safe in the energy of Reiki. You are safe in the energy of the group. Reiki always and only releases what you are able to in the moment. Oh, you're fine, Lua. So this is row 1. Hang on. This is row 1. So that's 3, row 2, 6, row 4, 9. So hang on. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And then 1 starts back here, the closest to the camera. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Did that help? That's hard doing it because it's like reversed. The video is mirrored, so I'm having to like move the opposite way of what I want to move. Have to use your brain. I'll try to stay out of the way of the flame, but also be in picture. I think I have the table a little too close. I think that's what's wrong tonight. And again, welcome in if you're just joining. We are releasing under this full moon. Release whatever it is right now that you feel has held you back. Release it with excitement. Release it with confidence. Release it with the feeling of how amazing the future can be. Is it, Catherine? Yes. They do. They all look very different tonight. I feel like everyone is at different stages in their releasing tonight. Oh, Thomas. Thank you, Lua. We can go into the body too. It's always important to support the body, which Reiki is flowing through your body. But we could do some targeted healing in the body too. I feel like it's appropriate. All right, let's support the body a bit more. Let's get the body a bit more out of fight or flight, bring that anxiety down a bit more. Oh, Queen, I totally get that. We often work on releasing tension in the jaw here, very often. I want to go in with carnelian into your bodies. I'm going to work from the lower back up right now. Ooh, I'm stopping at the shoulders and going back down. And carnelian is one of my favorites. If you've never heard me say it before, those who are always here are probably sick of me saying it. Carnelian is my number one for things like joint pain, muscle pain, things like that. Exactly. We store our trauma in the body. We store our anxiety. We store our emotions in the body. We do. The body keeps score. There's actually a book called The Body Keeps Score. Haven't read it, so I can't recommend it. I hear it's good. But we literally do keep things in our body. Have any of you had massages? If you've had experience with massage, or even just like getting your hair done, anything, a facial where you're getting a physical touch from someone, have you noticed how it makes you feel, especially if you haven't had someone touch you in a loving way, not sexually, doesn't mean sexually, but touch you in a caring way, like caring for your hair, doing a facial, doing a massage, how it releases emotions and it makes you feel better. And sometimes you might find yourself crying during a service like that. Touch is very important to us as humans. We are still animals. We are the human animal, and physical touch and togetherness is very much important to us. And it helps release emotions and things that we have stored in the body. What color carnelian did you say was the best one? Oh, so carnelian it tends to be reddish orange. This is a very red piece, but it doesn't matter, like if it's more red or more orange, just carnelian in general. This is as close to a massage I've ever got. Oh, Thomas. My best friend used to do my hair all the time and I would cry. Amber, exactly. It releases emotion because we keep it in our bodies. It's not just a thing that we keep in some mystical place in our body or in our mind. We keep it physically in our muscles, in our joints, in our nervous system. It gets stored there. Catherine. I wish everyone could definitely experience like a massage or a facial or something like that to feel that difference. Good, India. Good. The energy in the candles, I am hearing and seeing the word acceptance across the candles. Acceptance of our true selves. Acceptance of others' truth and true selves. That's going to make me tear up. Sorry. But that's just what I'm hearing and seeing on these candles. Whew. Very much creating an accepting place here. This group is already great, but the energy work we do is just truly amazing. Your higher selves, your energies create an even more comforting and amazing space. Let's go down into the lower back some more. Absolutely, Tarot. Thank you. This space would not be what it is without you. It wouldn't. Thank you, India. Thank you all for being here and doing something for yourselves. Most importantly, I can't stress that enough. This may seem just like a silly little live on TikTok, but we do huge healings here on TikTok. Not just in my personal one-on-ones, not just in my group sessions. We do huge healing here just in lives. And it has been amazing seeing the people change and grow just in the lives. Some of you have been here with me since the beginning, and it has been so amazing to see your growth. Exactly, Kim. Exactly. However treating yourself looks, you deserve to treat yourself. Catherine, yes. Yes. And you can give your candle affirmations and see the change in the flame. I know it's a little bit harder here on live, and since they're in rows, but I've seen it in lives happen where I say, let's all say an affirmation together, and then people's flames just get bigger. Hello, medium, how are you? Welcome in. How's your Friday been? Tuning in because I'm battling. Oh, not Meg. I am so sorry. Definitely sending you lots of healing energy. Please rest. Rest as much as you can. Not to get like too off topic and, you know, bore people, but the research and a lot of people in the medical field are saying that resting in the weeks after is extremely important. Even when you start to feel better, keep resting a bit more. So just rest as much as you can. Thank you, Quinn. Thank you for sending her love. Oh, medium. Glad you're here. You're so welcome, not Meg. Just getting deeper into the back. Thomas, how is your back feeling if you were still in here? I felt a release. Rachel, absolutely. I completely understand, but you are not a failure. You have a chance to make things right. You have a chance to make things better. It's not over. And just because you've maybe messed up or done something you've perceived as a mistake does not mean you are not deserving of making things better and having everything that you want. Ooh, Lua. Let's think of one. Totally is Catherine. Good, Thomas. We're going to get a little bit deeper. Thank you, Queen. So someone wants an affirmation for release financial blocks. I'm going to word it a little bit differently because you know me. I like to put a positive spin on it to open up your energy more, to be more receptive. Ooh, the universe just said, I am the frequency of money. So if you want to say that with me, I am the frequency of money. Money is just a frequency. That's all it is. It's neither good nor bad. Exactly. Exactly, Catherine. Yes, Bandit. I know failure can be hard. I get it. It's like because you don't want to do something and fail. You want it to be successful. But there comes learning with failure to make it even better. Yes, I am the frequency of money. I love it. I have all that I need and can easily obtain more. I love it. Yes. I love it. Yes. All right, I'm going to get a bit deeper into the physical body here. I'm going to scratch now with black kyanite, but the best scratches, as you know. Just easing the tension in the back a bit more and then the shoulders. And then all of your energies will open up even better. And Thomas, you'll get some more relief here. I am the frequency of healing and comfort. That is perfect, not Meg. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect. And welcome in if you're just joining. Even if you don't have a candle on this tray, do not worry. We are holding collective space and healing for everyone with Reiki. These candles are just targeted releases for people who wanted that targeted release, and we're ready to dive in head first with the candle magic and Reiki, but you are still getting healing and release here in this session. I feel this in my heart chakra, Athena. I love it. Yes. Prosperity is within me. Yes. Exactly, Lua. Scratching straight down the spine on the back to release some more tension. Thomas, are you still in here? I'm feeling like many of you are needing to readjust how you're sitting. I feel like some of you are maybe sitting a little too like, some of you are sitting like shrimps, for lack of a better term. You're hunched over and you're putting tension on your lower back. So sit back. And cleaning up since we had to prepare for pest control, but hoping my intentions and energy, absolutely. They are, Jenna, they are. Quinn, is it you? Stop sitting like a shrimp. Athena. It's the end of the month. Bills are due less. Go Scrimps. Yes, had to get up, was getting leg cramps. Oh, Courtney, yes. Everyone readjust. Take note of how you're sitting. Pay attention to your body. Readjust and get comfortable. Let that stress out. No, you were fine, Thomas. I was just saying, I feel some people sitting like hunched over shrimps. So I want you to take note of how you're sitting and get more relaxed, and that will help your back ease up some more. If you're laying down, readjust. Just take notice of how you are and just adjust some so that you let more of that tension off your back. Kelsey. The cat was like, oh yeah, okay, I'll readjust too. I love it. Too freaking funny. Oh my gosh, last night, so my cat Maya, she's one of the ones that's been in a video recently. Teeny tiny, but she's full grown. It was so funny. My husband was laying in bed and I was coming into the room and she was sitting on the dresser. And I said, Maya, what are you doing? And she went, bleh. Literally like that, like kind of stuck her tongue out, and it just cracked us up. But she was replying to us. She's like, I'm just doing nothing. I'm just hanging out. They're so funny how they react to us sometimes in the most unexpected ways. Your cat is judging you. Stop. They are a little judgmental. Ooh, it's like spaghetti noodles coming out of people's backs. As you release under the full moon, I am like twirling up this energy like spaghetti noodles around my black kyanite. Interesting, I like it though. All right, I'm gonna throw some of them away. Goodbye, let's twirl some more. Oh, I love it, Catherine. Maybe it's the ramen I ate. It could be. Steven, how about you make me dinner since I made you dinner? I want another dinner. Thank you for the rose. Toady, I'm sorry. I don't mean for it to be terrifying. Thank you for the lights. Unraveling and melting, yes. Good, Thomas, good. Ramen is good. I really like the, I can't remember the name of it, but it comes in either like a red or black package, and it's an individual serving, and it's really spicy. That's my favorite. And then I just squeeze tons of lime in it. What's that face for? Your cat's name is Seth. I love when they have normal human names. I love it. Amber. No, Toady, no. Yes, I think that's it, Terrell. I think that's it. I think you're right. Feeling in your sacral, yes. I'm feeling just so much, just like twist around it, and then I'm just gonna throw it away. India, I don't like do a ton of spicy things. I do like when spiciness has a very good flavor, but I don't do a ton of spicy things. Lime and spicy things is the best. Tara, so I am a Pisces, Sagittarius, so I am very much pulled in two different directions. So sometimes I'm a little more fiery, sometimes I'm a little more watery. Quinn, we could work on that. Thank you for the, I don't know what Gigi is, but thank you. Oh, that sounds good, Toady. I have Flynn and Caesar, Kelsey, I love that. Tara. I actually have to burp a little bit. I have energy coming out. If you burp, if you do what Taro's doing, completely normal. Let's do it up in the mind now. I still got some Reiki going on the back. Reiki is still flowing throughout, actually. So it's working on things simultaneously, but I'm just giving some extra attention to the back and now the mind. Shadow, Oreo, and Lucky. I love it. Jasper, Figaro, and Pitch. Oh, I love it. Getting those spaghetti strings out of your mind, Quinn. And everyone's mind. Pitch is black. I love it. Pitch black. I love it. My favorites are Chaos and Mayhem. I love them, Tarot. That is so amazing. I love how they're just like bendy little noodles and they're just so cute. I'm working right between your eyebrows, right on your third eye. So if you start to feel some pressure, a tiny bit of a headache, it's just me. We're releasing something here. We're releasing a block and it hurts a little bit, but just breathe through it. It's not going to hurt for too long. I have Seth and I had Luna before she passed. Amber, I am so sorry. Shadow, oh, I just read that. Shadow's gray, Oreo's tuxedo. I think I did. I think I read it in my mind, but I didn't say it out loud. Lilu and Miku, and now Doggo, Lil Ben. Did you, Catherine? Yes, I was like, it's pulling and it hurts a little bit. Black Kyanite, everyone. If you are new to crystals, even if you're not new to crystals, Black Kyanite is a great one to have. I would consider it kind of like a master healer. It really can align the chakras very quickly. It gets deep into your energy, so if there's something you're having trouble moving, it'll get in there. You see how it's kind of shaped like a fan or a broom? It'll just like scrape it away, sweep it away. You feel it too? Yes. My cats are Miss America and Thunky. I love that. I love that. You feeling the pressure? Yes. Just breathe. We're just moving something else out of here. Don't worry. Cletus. Too funny. My little girl cat, the one that's been in the recent video on my chair, her name is Maya. A lot of people want to call her Maya, but I'm like, no, it's Maya. And I think the consensus is that the Greek goddess would have pronounced it Maya, and that's what she's named after. Or it sounds a little country when I say it, so maybe not as hard on the May part, but you know, kind of like that. Anyway, totally boring. None of you care about that. You're like, what? I don't care. It's just thought I'd share that. I have so many on my plants and no one on my headboard. Wait, what do you mean, Lua? What? Did I miss a comment? Ugh. 2 Norwegian elk hounds, Kita in Norway, Border Collie Bella. I don't know what a Norwegian elk hound is, Bandit. I have no idea. Maybe I've seen one, but just didn't know what it was called. Basset hounds. I love basset hounds too. I love all the puppies. Oh, Lua. I gotcha. I gotcha. I was like, wait, what? Thank you, Quinn. I got a small dog. I might get a small dog when we move next year, or a cat. Oh, Amber, that would be awesome. In a little bit, Chicago. Not quite yet. We're just doing a tiny bit more work. I probably should in a minute to read everyone's candles. Yes, kyanite is so good. Is it black, Lua? Is it black kyanite? Oh, the name Cletus is too funny. Clover is a Weimaraner pit bull. I've never seen a combination like that. My childhood dog, her name was Sadie, and everyone thought she was a Weimaraner because of the shape of her head. She didn't have the perfect square lab head, but she was 100% lab. And people would always be like, is she a Weimaraner? And we're like, no, she's not. Oh, I love it, Lua. Green eyes and so much energy. That is adorable. I feel like just a little bit more, but it's like right here in the nose now. So I just want to scrape a little bit more. Thank you, Chicago. Thank you for being here. And thank you everyone for doing something for yourself. Can you feel it? Yes. It's like, it's still something just a little stuck. Trying to get it out like spaghetti, like twirl it, like, come on, get out of here. And it does not feel like sinuses at all. This feels like a string of energy, a blockage of energy we are letting go out of this third eye. I am good, Victoria. How are you? How's your Friday been? Is it, Catherine? You're so relaxed. Good, Amber. Just a tiny bit more. Oh, wow. I feel it kind of peeling out of the nose now. Feels like someone is scared of tapping into their clairvoyant abilities. That feels like what we're releasing. There's some fear of tapping into them for someone pretty big in here. And the universe is like, it's time to release that block and open it up. Quinn. Oh, Lua. The universe wants all of us to be our best, most magical selves, however that looks. Has it, Lua? Yes, heck yeah. Yes, Quinn, it could be. Didn't my reading to you say something about that, if I'm remembering correctly? I can't remember. I still have like a couple more readings to do that I've been sitting there for a couple days because I did like 30 something in a row. I think I still have a couple more to do. So if you're in here, if you're in my Facebook group and I haven't done your free reading yet, I will get to it. Don't worry. There's just been a lot of readings in the last couple days. Yes, Quinn, I thought so. I love it. Aww, Athena. Thank you, Mallybug, for the heart me. I do, Victoria. So I have a Facebook group. Hi, Reese. Yes, I think I do remember you. How are you doing? Hello, Molly. How are you? Welcome in. So I have a private Facebook group. There's a much more intimate group in there. You can share memes. You can ask for advice. I keep you updated with some posts, share some things first before I share them other places. Kelly, it is probably 2 or 3 posts down in my Facebook, and I just get to them when I can. So don't worry if you don't get a reading immediately. I just get to them as I can, and I'll like your comment letting you know that I saw it, so I know that you're waiting, and then I'll do the reading when I have time. So you post a picture of yourself, and that is your consent, your consent to me, allowing me to tap into your energy, send you a little bit of Reiki, get a message from the universe, do a little bit of healing on you, and then I post a little message for you. I love that, Quinn. I'm not scared of them. I'm scared of not being heard despite developing them or written off as crazy. I get it, Catherine. I totally get it. You're so welcome, everyone. I have some more energy moving. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, it's coming out of the eye as I do that. There we go. The universe says we can leave that third eye energy alone. There is just a tiny bit left of it, but we moved the biggest chunk that we needed to move. And the biggest chunk that we will be able to move today in the session. That's a big topic that we were moving there. But we got the biggest part of it out. Catherine, I am so sorry. I get it though. I get the, the fear of being labeled as crazy. But if you speak from your truth, if you speak from honesty, if you speak from authenticity, the right people will be attracted to you. And those people who want to label you as crazy, they'll fall away. They will become unimportant. But I get that the fear of that. I totally understand that. But as long as you are speaking from truth and authenticity, you are protected. I mean, you really are protected. There will always be people that judge, whether it's from a place of insecurity or a place of misunderstanding, a place of hurt, a place of just wanting to be facetious sometimes. Those people will always exist. But the more you step into your power, the more that they literally just fall away. They literally just fall away and leave you alone. Exactly. Exactly, Quinn. All right, everyone. And let me look at the candles. Yeah, it's time for me to read them. They're getting down low. All right, so let's do our tuck in time. If you haven't been here for tuck in time, thank you for the heart me, Queen of Swords. I love how it jumped from there to here. That was too funny. So what I'm going to do is tuck you in to the energy of Reiki. So envision yourself in a bed made of completely of Reiki. Let the energy dance on your skin. Let it tingle. And if you want to go to bed after this, now would be a perfect time. But if you want to sit up and maybe journal, drink some tea, watch something you really like, whatever it is, and just let yourself release. Just be gentle with yourself after this. Just rest and let yourself release. Get you nice and wrapped up. I keep envisioning like when they wrap a newborn baby in a blanket and they're nice and tight and they've got them like all tucked in. Oh yeah, I don't know if Lauren popped. I think Lauren popped out. I don't know if she sent me a message. I'll check on her. Someone's opening my door. Who is it? Who is it? Come here. Hi, baby girl. It's Maya, the kitty I was just talking about. She always comes in to help me read candles. Always, without fail. She knows it's candle reading time. Do you want to come up here? Let's see if I can get her to come over here. You want to come over here? What you doing? I don't know where she is. She's very sneaky. She's in here somewhere. Maybe she'll make an appearance when I'm reading the candles and I can post a picture. All right. Good night, everyone. Good night. Have a good weekend, and I will see you all in the next one. And again, those who have the candles, you'll get your reading in about 48 to 72 hours, okay? All right. Good night. Good night. Thank you. Good